Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Gelsina and today we'll be doing a 25-minute yoga flow. So grab a mat and let's get started. So coming to any comfortable position in the middle of your mat or towel, and just bring your attention here. Close your eyes. You can have your hands resting on your knees or your lap, and just start to bring your attention to your breath. Notice how easy it is to breathe. Lower your chin to your chest and just feel the stretch in the back of the neck, and then just do a couple of neck rolls. So bringing your chin down to your shoulder and back to your other shoulder. Just loosening up the neck muscles here. And then coming back to center, raise your arms up, reaching up to the ceiling, and maybe take your gaze up and just breathing here, noticing what it feels like to lengthen the spine. Lower your right hand down to your right side and then bend over. Bending over as much as you want, really feeling a stretch in your left side. Come back up to center, reaching up, and we'll bend over to the other side now. Really trying to welcome your breathing fully with each breath. Come back up to center and then take your arms at shoulder height and reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Really push out with your palms. Breathe here. Notice where you feel the stretch. Relax the arms down. And then I'm just turning so you could see my back here, but interlace your fingers and reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing. And now bring the arms forward and curve the spine. Really make your body like a shell and then reach the arms back, push back. So we'll do this a couple of times just to loosen up the spine, bending and then bringing the arms back. Really curving as much as you can and then straightening the back. Relax the arms down. Breathe. Coming now to our hands and our knees. You want to make sure that your wrists are right under your shoulders and your knees are hip distance under your hips. So we'll do a few cat-cow positions here. So as you inhale, lower the belly button towards the ground, look up. And as you exhale, bend the spine and look towards your belly button. Going at your own pace here, really exaggerating each pose. And then come back to neutral. Reach your left arm forward and reach your opposite side, your right leg back. So try to create a long line of energy here. And then as you inhale, bring the elbow and knee in, and as you exhale, reach out. So we'll do this a few times and really imagine that you're reaching in both directions as much as you can with your hand and your foot. And then release down and we'll go to the other side. So reach your right arm straight out in front of you, your left leg back. Feel that nice balance. Focus on your breathing, and then as you inhale, bring everything in, and as you exhale, push everything out. And then coming back to center, lower the hand and knee down. So now we'll push back to child's pose, where I'm just opening my knees a bit and bringing my chest down, my forehead down. The arms are relaxed. The further you reach the arms, the more of a stretch you'll feel. And we'll just slide onto our stomachs and bringing your forearms down, press into the forearms, the palms. So this is an active pose, and lift your chest a bit. Look forward, breathe. Lower down, and then bringing your forehead down, we'll lift it up, lift the arms and the chest. So imagine someone is pulling your elbows back. Breathe here. Try to elongate the neck. Lower down. And we'll do this a few more times. So on your inhale, lift the chin, the chest, the shoulders, and then reach back with the arms if you'd like. And I'm continuing to breathe here. I'm adding on the legs, but you can stay wherever you're comfortable with. Reaching and breathing. Lower everything down, relax for a moment, turn your head to a side, breathe. Coming up now to hands and knees. We'll push back into our first downward facing dog. So you want to push firmly into your palms, look down towards your toes, and I like to just walk each foot in place just to stretch out the backs of the legs. It might feel really tight at first. Take a deep breath here. Relax. Now we'll look forward and then come into a plank position. So really we're just shifting our body. We're not really moving much. And then push back down to downward dog. Shifting forward and push back. Continuing to breathe here. Find the natural rhythm of your breath. Feeling strong in the arms, in the legs. And then staying in your downward dog, lifting your right leg up, reaching up towards the ceiling, breathing. And then we're going to pull this right foot and leg in between our legs. So even if you need to physically bring it there between your hands, reach the arms up and breathe here, opening your chest, taking your gaze up. Lower the hands now. And we'll just straighten our right leg, bring the toes towards the ceiling, folding the upper body over the leg. Bending back, lifting into a high lunge here, looking forward, coming up on your fingertips. And then lowering the left hand down, reach your right arm up for a simple twist here. I like to take my gaze up to the ceiling so I can really feel a twist all the way through my neck. And then we'll step back to downward dog. Find your breathing. Walk your hands towards your feet and we'll bend our legs here. Grab a hold of the elbows and just let the upper body hang over the lower body. Really, you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. Relax your neck. It should feel really good. And then bringing your hands to your shins, lift up to a halfway lift and come back down. Walk the arms out, back to downward dog. And we'll do the other side here. So coming back to our planks, we're just shifting forward and back to our downward dog. So doing this a couple of times and just feeling your breath come naturally here, trying not to hold your breathing. And then after your last one, we'll come back to downward dog. Reach your left leg up towards the ceiling and bring it between the hands. Looking forward, lower the back knee, reach the arms up, and if you'd like, bend back here to open the chest, breathing into the heart. Lower the hands, straighten the left leg, and fold over the leg. Bending the leg now, and then coming to your high lunge, look forward, up on your fingertips, And we'll open our left arm up towards the ceiling for our simple twist. Breathing. Lower the hand and push back to downward dog. Lower the knees now and we'll take a few breaths in child's pose. If you'd like to walk your arms to the left side as much as you can for a little bit more of a side stretch in your child's pose, and then walk them to the right hand side, breathing. And we'll come back to center, coming back to our downward dog. Now we'll do a few standing poses. So keeping your feet parallel onto the ground, so there's an equal amount of weight. Turn your right foot forward, and we'll keep our hips facing forward. So bend your right leg, reach your arms out into Warrior Two pose. Try to relax your shoulders here and just breathe. Reach your right arm up, opening the chest here. And then come back and lower the forearm to the knee, or you could take your hand down to the floor. Reaching your top arm alongside your ear. Coming back to Warrior Two. And then circle the arms down. And we'll lift our back leg to a standing split. So this can be a little intense, so keep your leg that's on the ground, keep it a bit bent. Step back to downward dog. And then we'll come to the other side. So again, starting with your legs parallel, turn your left foot and leg forward. Keep your hips straight, facing forward. Relax the arms. Feel strong in this pose. Reaching the top arm up, reverse warrior, breathe. And come back to your forearm to knee, reaching the top arm alongside the ear. Come back to Warrior Two for a moment. And then we'll come back to our standing split. So even if this is a little bit difficult, it's always nice to add some challenging poses. Remember to bend your standing leg as much as you need to. And lower back down. Again, we're coming to our long stance here. Feet are parallel. And then we're just folding at the hips here, keeping our spine flat. Reach the arms out. And you can take your gaze down. Reach your right hand down and lift your left arm up. It should feel really nice as a twist. You can always use a block. And then we'll switch sides. Breathing into each twist. Lower down. And then we'll fold forward. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe you just grab your legs or your ankles. And make our way back up slowly. I'm just crawling my feet together. And then I will turn around just so you can see. But from here, bend your legs a lot. Take your palms underneath your feet and try to fold towards the legs more. So again, this is a unique pose. And then from here, you can straighten the legs a bit as much as you can. If this is too much for you, you could always bend the legs and just hold on to opposite elbows, letting the upper body hang. Let's come back to our hands and knees from here and coming into another twist. So reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and then we'll bring it under the body and twist. So you can keep your left hand on, you can have yourself on your fingertips, just twisting towards. You could always straighten that left arm too. Reaching your right arm back up, come back to hands and knees, and we'll just switch sides. So reach the left arm up and thread it underneath the body, bringing the shoulder down, the head down, and reaching your right arm forward towards the top of your mat. Nice deep breathing. And come back up, reach the arm up again and lower it down. So from here we're going to lift the knees and then lower one and then the other. So we're just switching, tapping the knees down. And you should really feel this also in your arms, in your abdomen. And just breathing. I know this is a bit difficult, but it is a fantastic way to strengthen the body. And then we'll push back to downward dog and find ourselves into a forearm plank. So you're lowering yourself, keeping your hips high. And then from here, we'll lift each leg at a time. So if this is too much, you could just stay in your forearm without lifting. You're lifting the legs, reaching as you lift, and of course, breathing. Come back to your forearm plank just for a moment and lower down. Pushing your palms now, straightening the arms. You can really open the chest here, look forward and breathe. This should feel really good. Lower down. Stretch the arms forward. And now we're going to just take a breath here before we lift the arms and the legs. So we're reaching the arms up, reach the legs up, and remembering to breathe. This is again another difficult pose, but with each breath you can do anything. And lower down. You can take one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead on the ground. And then we'll gently push back to our child's pose here. Let's come back up to seated and just taking your knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around the knees and rest your forehead on top. Your spine will round a bit and just breathe here. And now we'll straighten our left leg. Bring your right foot inside the thigh. Reach the arms up, elongate the spine, and then fold forward. So we're trying to keep our spine nice and long here. Whatever feels good for you. With each breath, I like to slowly make my way a little bit further down. And then make your way back up, and we'll switch legs. So bring your left foot inside your right thigh, reach the arms up, and fold over the leg. Just come back to your breathing here. And come back up. Taking your feet hip distance apart, take your palms to the ground and then pushing up. So lifting like a table. Lifting the hips, breathing, breathing, breathing. Your fingertips should be pointing down towards your feet. And then gently lower the body down. Stretch the arms out, the legs out, and slowly roll all the way down to your back. Relax for a moment here. And then take both knees into your chest, wrap your arms around them, and just massaging the lower back, moving from side to side. Straighten your left leg and take your right knee towards your left side, looking towards your right arm. This is just a lying twist that should feel really good. Come back to center, switch, bring the knees in, and switch sides. Try to keep your shoulders on the ground. And find your breathing here. Come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest and bring your forehead towards your knees. Maybe just rolling a little bit forward and back. Now reaching the arms back, the legs forward, and we're just slowly bringing everything in and out. So you should feel this through your whole body. Again, I like to sort of think of this as reaching out in different directions and bringing all of the good energy into the body. Producing positive energy here. And then slowly bring everything down. Relax the arms, the legs. Take your bottoms of your feet together and allow your knees to fall outward. You should feel this in your hips. I like to also reach my arms overhead on the ground. And if you can, try to keep your lower back on the ground. Breathe into the hips here. Then slowly straighten the legs, relax the arms alongside the body, and allow yourself to fully relax. Feel your body against the earth. Allow your body to be as heavy as it needs to be. And know that in this moment, you are safe. Allow any anxiety or worry about the day to completely melt and disappear. Slowly start to bring some movement back into the body, the fingers, the toes, and come onto one side of your body, just using your arm as a pillow. Taking your time as you come back up slowly to a seated position. So just like we began, come to a comfortable seated position. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms together if you'd like, in front of your chest, in front of your heart. And notice how you feel here. We'll end our class here. I hope you have a joyful, peaceful day. Thank you.